First chapter, some basic concept of chemistry. First point, importance of chemistry. Chemistry plays a central role in science and is often intertwined with other branches of science. Principles of chemistry are applicable in diverse areas such as weather patterns, functioning of brain and operating of computer, production in chemical industries, manufacture fertilizer, alkalis, acids, salts, dyes, polymers, drugs, soaps, detergents, metals, alloys, etc., including new material. Chemistry contributes in a big way to the national economic. It also plays an important role in meeting human needs for food, aim, healthcare product and other material aimed at improving the quality of life. This is exemplified by the large scale production of a variety of fertilizers, improved variety of pesticides and insecticides. Chemistry provides method for the isolation of life saving drugs for natural source and making possible synthesis of such drugs. Some types of these drugs are cisplatin and taxols, which are effective in cancer therapy. The drugs AZT isothalmides is used for helping AIDS patients. Chemistry contributes to a large extent in the development and the growth of a nation. With a better understanding of chemical principle, it has now become possible to design and synthesize new material having specific magnetic, electric and optical properties. This has led to the produced of superconducting ceramics, conducting polymers, optical fiber, etc. Chemistry has helped in establishing industries which manufacturing utility goods like acids, alkalis, dye, polymers, metals, etc. These industries contribute in a big way to the economic of a nation and generate employment. In recent years, chemistry has helped in dealing with some of the pressing aspects of environmental degradation with a fair degree of success. Safer alternative to environmental hazards refrigerants like CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, response for ozone depletion in stratosphere have been successful synthesized. However, many big environmental problems continued to be matter of grave concern to the chemist. One such problem is the management of greenhouse gases like methane, carbon dioxide, etc. Understanding of biochemical process, use of enzyme for large scale production of chemical and synthesis of new exotic material are some of the intellectual challenge for the future generation of chemists. A developing country like India need to talent and creativity chemists for accepting such a challenge. To be a good chemist and to accept such a challenges, one need to understand the basic concept of chemistry, which brings with the concept of matters. Let us start with the nature of matter. Let's start nature of matter. You are already familiar with the term of the matter from our earlier classes. Anything which has mass and occupies space is called matter. Everything around us, for example, book, pen, pencil, water, air, all living beings, etc., are composed of matter. You know that they have mass and they occupy space. Let us recall the characteristics of the state of matter which you learnt in the previous class. Let us start state of matter. You are aware that the matter can exist in a three physical state. Example, a solid, liquid and gas. The constituent particles of matter in these three states can be represented as shown in figure 1.1. Particles are held very close to each other in solids in an orderly fashion, and there is not much freedom of movement. In a liquid, the particles are close to each other, but they can move around. However, in gas, the particles are far apart as compared to those present in solid or liquid state, and their movement is the easy and fast. Because of such arrangement of particle, different state of matter exhibits the following characters. First, solid have definite volume and definite shape. Second, liquid have definite volume but do not have a definite shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are placed. Gaseous have neither definite volume nor definite shape. They completely occupy the space in the container in which they are placed. These three states of matter are inconvertible by changing the condition of temperature and pressure. When we heated solid, they convert in liquid, and liquid get heat, it convert gas, and gas cooled convert into liquid, liquid get cool, it convert in solid. On heating, a solid usually change to a liquid, and the liquid on further heating change to a gas. In a reverse process, a gas on cooling liquefy to the liquid, and the liquid further cooling freezes to the solid. Next topic, classification of matter. In class 9th, you have learnt that all at the macroscopic or bulk level, matter can be classified as mixture or a pure substance. This can be further subdivided as shown in figure 1.2. When all constituent particles of a substance are same in chemical nature, it is said to be a pure substance. A mixture contains many types of particles. A mixture contains particles of two or more pure substance which may be present in any ratio. Hence, their composition is a variable. Pure substance forming mixture are called as component. Many of the substances are present around are the mixture. For example, sugar solution in water, air, tea, etc. are mixtures. A mixture may be a homogeneous or heterogeneous. In a homogeneous mixture, the component completely mixed with each other. This means particles of component of the mixture are uniformly distributed throughout the bulk of the mixture, and its composition is uniform throughout. Sugar solution and air solution are examples of homogeneous mixture. In a contrast to this, in a heterogeneous mixture, the composition is not uniform throughout, and sometimes different components are visible. For example, mixtures of salts and sugar grains and pulses along with some drieds are heterogeneous mixture. You can think many more examples of mixture which you come across in a daily life. It is worthwhile to mention here that the component of a mixture can be separated by using physical methods such as simple hand picking, filtration, crystallization, distillation, etc. Pure substance have characteristics different from different nature. Constituent particle Pure substance have a fixed composition. Copper, silver, gold, water, and glucose are some example of pure substance. Glucose contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in a fixed ratio. Its particles are of a same composition. Hence, like all other pure substance, glucose has a fixed composition. Also, it constituents carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen cannot be separated by simple physical method. Pure substance can be further classified into elements and compounds. Particle of an element constant of only one type of atoms. These particles may exist as atoms or molecules. You may be familiar with atoms and molecules from the previous class. However, you will be studying about them in a detail in Unit 2. Sodium, copper, silver, hydrogen, oxygen, etc. are some example of elements. Their all atoms are of one type. However, the atoms of a different element are different in nature. Some elements such as sodium, copper contain atoms as their constituent particles, whereas in some other the constituent particle are molecules which are formed by two or more atoms. For example, hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen gases consist of molecules in which two atoms combine to give their respective molecules. This is illustrated in figure 1.3. Observe a figure 1.3, a representation of atom and molecules. When two or more atoms of different elements combine together in a definite ratio, the molecules of a compound is obtained. Moreover, the constituents of a compound cannot be separated into a simpler substance by physical method. They can be separated by chemical method. Example of some compounds are water, ammonia, carbon dioxide, sugar, etc. The molecules of water and carbon dioxide are represented in figure 1.4. Observe the figure 1.4. A depiction of molecules of water and carbon dioxide. Note that a water molecule comprises two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. Similarly, a molecule of carbon dioxide contains two oxygen atom combined with one carbon atom. Thus, the atom of a different element are present in a compound in a fixed and definite ratio, and this ratio is characterized by particular compound. Also, the properties of a compound are different from those of the constituent element. For example, hydrogen and oxygen are the gases, whereas the compound formed by their combination, that is, water is the liquid. It is interesting to note that hydrogen burn with a pop sound and oxygen is supporters of composition, but water is used as a fire extinguisher. Our next point, property of matter and their measurement. Its subtopic is physical and chemical properties. Every substance has a unique characterized property. These properties can be classified into two categories: physical properties such as color, odor, melting point, boiling point, density, etc. The chemical properties like composition, combustibility, reactivity with acid base, etc. Physical properties can be measured or observed without changing the identity or the composition of the substance. The measurement of observation of chemical properties requires chemical change to occur. Measurement of physical property do not require occurrence of chemical change. The example of chemical properties are characterized reaction of a different substance. These include acidity or basicity, combustibility, etc. Chemists describe, interpret, and predict the behavior of the substance on the basis of knowledge of their physical and chemical properties, which are determined by careful measurement and experiment. In the following section, we will learn about the measurement of physical properties. Our next point is measurement of physical properties. Quantitative measurement of property is required for a scientific investigation. Many properties of matter, सॉरी मैं पेज चेंज करना भूल गई. क्वांटिटेटिव मेजरमेंट, सॉरी हम स्टार्टिंग से स्टार्ट करते हैं. फॉलोइंग सेक्शन वी विल लर्न अबाउट मेजरमेंट ऑफ फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. अवर नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, measurement of physical properties. Quantitative measurement of properties is required for scientific investigation. Many properties of matter such as length, area, volume, etc. are quantitative in nature. Any quantitative observation or measurement is represented by a number followed by a unit in which it is measured. For example, length of a room can be represented as 6 meter. Here 6 is the number and meter is denoted, m is denoted meter, the unit in which the length is measured. Earlier, two different systems of the measurement, that is English system and metric system, were being used in a different part of the world. The metric system, which originated in France in late 18th century, have more convenient as it was based on the decimal system. Late need of the common standard system was felt by the scientific community. Such a system was established in 1916 and discussed in detail below. The international system of unit, that is SI unit. The international system of unit in a French Lie system international D units, abbreviation as SI, was established by 11th General Conference on Weight and Measures, CGPM, from Conference Generals des Poids it measures. The CGPM is an intergovernmental treaty organization created by diplomatic treaty known as Metric Convention, which was signed in Paris 1875. अब ये जो ब्लू कलर में लिखा है उसे देखते हैं. Maintaining the national standard system. The system of a unit including unit definition, keeping on changing with the time whenever the accuracy of measurement of a particle unit has enhanced sustainably by adopting new principle. Member nation of meter treaty signed in 1875 agreed to change the formula's definition of that unit. Each modern industrialized country including India has a national Metrology Institute, EMI, which maintain a standard of measurement. This responsibility has been given to the National Physical Laboratory, NPL, New Delhi. This laboratory established experiments to release the base unit and derived unit of the measurement and maintain national standard of the measurement. These standards are the periodical intercompared with standard maintained at other national metrology institutes in the world, as well those established at International Bureau of Standard in Paris. The the SI system has 7 base unit has listed in table 1.1. Observe the table 1.1.